Hello there. Yep, I'm back. I'm back. We're going to talk about. I'm back. I'm back. Back on Spreaker. Yes, I'm back. This is Shane Bedingfield, also known as the Texas Torque Wrench from the pro wrestling business. I'm sitting here watching Quantum Solace, been trying to digest all this stuff that's been going on here lately. With all these monuments and all these liberals protesting everything on this face of the earth. Yeah, that's what I think about what they need to be doing out there. When every time they protest, come on, they ought to be out there with. They ought to have kids out there having target practice with paintball guns. This is ridiculous. It's just I don't know. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. This world is so sad today. So it's like, yeah, these. See, Hillary Clinton, whenever she started this, when she gave her conceding speech, she had a lot of color symbolism on, and she was setting the stage for all these protests. Then George Soros and that Obama website, which I went on and left a bunch of crazy messages, came on, staging as somebody that wanted to join, and I just basically went in there and trashed the site. And they've been setting the stage on all this. And it's like, we know the coup's happening. I sort of scared myself, whenever you talk about this coup, because about a year before the election, I accidentally came upon something on the internet one day in the Fayetteville library, and it was the Nixon scene in the movie Nixon that Oliver Stone wrote or directed about the right-wing cabal having a meeting before Kennedy came to Dallas. And then I went around and, researched that even farther, and I listened to the Mistress of Lyndon B. Johnson and all that, and how, because she sat there and heard a lot of that was going down back then. And right now we got this crazy, crazy, crazy stuff going down. Now, all these people in the alternative media are doing the research that the other media won't do. It's recorded right now. It's been documented. Hillary Clinton is in Canada. And some people are saying that she disappeared because the coup is going to hit the violent stage. And now, God forbid, I don't want that to happen. And you got George Webb, who's basically out there researching everything about Hillary and the Clinton Foundation. Then all of a sudden, they got, in the midst of all this, one of the R1s get arrested, and then the liberals try flipping the script with the Charlottesville deal. Because the Russian hacking thing's dead. You can't even make jokes about that anymore. I was making jokes about it during the Super Bowl. Because the liberals didn't want the Patriots to win. If you watch the ESPYs, Samuel L. Jackson made the biggest damn fool of himself ever. Whenever they announced the team of the year at the ESPYs. And it just, he basically said, God, I hope it ain't this one team, right after he read the nominees. It was terrible. So, when you got all this going down, and I mean it's just got to the, basically every celebrity, starting off though, ugly face Kathy Griffin, then you got old fatty Rosie O'Donnell out there basically looking for anything to say. You got every late night comedian that are saying something. Then you got Saturday Night Live. See, what happened is this: is you got all these, every mainstream media outlet, they put all this free publicity in getting Trump nominated for the Republican nominee, and they thought Hillary could win the Democratic, and Hillary would walk all over him, and nothing would happen. The only problem was that backfired on him. And actually, all that free publicity actually helped Trump in the long run. Plus, he's charismatic. He knows how to play to the camera. And, and he's doing the right thing. He knows he has charisma. So, like on this monument deal, and he said, well, what about the George Washington monument and all that? I mean, it's just, it's crazy. I mean, right now we're on some sad times, and, news alert. We got to do something about this. Now, how do we stop a coup? That's basically using people we don't even know. Because that's if a violent coup goes down, which they're hitting on, and the saying that secrets are in plain sight. Well, that little Jake Tapper interview, they're trying to hint something. Well, the only way I can tell you to stop a coup is it's like that ex-CIA guy. You gotta blog about it. You gotta go on Twitter and Facebook, talk about it. I mean, it's got, the information has to get out. All the George Webb stuff's got to get posted and reposted, and I'm so about that myself. All of Dice's stuff's got to get posted, and this is, everybody's got to be aware. But you see, the deal is this: the liberals has their base, their small part of their base have. These are the ones they play to, and these are the ones that they're getting to do their dirty work at these protests. The food stamp bunch of the liberal base, and they're there. The only thing you have to do is take it right around in the South. Those are the people they're getting to do it. It's the people from the hoods. It's the poor white kids that are really doing a lot of the damage. And all that stuff in Charlotte, North Carolina went down last year was nothing but the hood. And, they probably going to label me as a Nazi for saying that, but guess what? I mean, that's the facts of life. But if you hear anything, or you're out Googling, because a lot of Trump's base a lot of Trump's hardcore base does their own research. That's how he got in. So, you come across anything, it's sort of your duty to post it and keep it away, keep it away from some of this stuff. We know what's going down. I mean, they're going to get Brennan, supposedly hired from the CIA, has been hired on to find the crew. And Brennan's been working for Hillary. It's sort of weird that, last night the movie shooter was on, and they, that movie's sort of famous for that suicide apparatus that they had that FBI agent on. And I sort of posted on Twitter about that apparatus. I mean, is that the way that Hillary stages these suicides of all these people? Now, the last one that got killed, they had a bag over their head, so that's murder. So, With that being said, the only thing I can ask is that you just say your prayers for Trump, and hopefully we can get through this first term. Because if the second term happens, we're in the clear. So with that, I've said enough, and I'm out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.